Rugby tournament that will take place at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Now, there's no rugby at this year's Olympics, but that's going to change in 4 years. Sportswrap's Lucia has more on rugby's growing popularity.
It's sort of football meets soccer with a little bit of basketball. And in 4 years, rugby will be an Olympic sport.
I mean, people love American football, and they love contact and hockey and other things like that. So when they see rugby and its actual tackling and the contact part, they just love that part of the game.
Rugby was an Olympic sport until 1924. The Norfolk Blues Rugby Club was founded in the late 1970s. And that's when the sport really started to pick up in the U.S.
Where y'all going?
Chris Porter, who plays for the Blues, says he's happy the sport is finally getting the respect it deserves.
I think recognition is a great word for it. I think it's going to be a fantastic opportunity for Americans to see what rugby is all about and to see how exciting the game is.
John Leo, who's training for this weekend's Sevens tournament, says he was all ready to play football in college, but then rugby caught his eye.
And I was going to play football at University of Stony Brook. But I walked through the student union and I saw a rugby table set up, so I signed up and I had my first game against West Point. We lost pretty bad, but I was really addicted to the game, physicality. It's awesome camaraderie as well.
There you go, Will. The sport has grown in popularity and now has 90,000 athletes competing across the U.S.
Spain, Trinidad, where else have I gone? A couple other places, can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, so I did a little traveling.
Ed Stockton has got a taste of elite level training with the U.S. national team.
Playing on a couple different teams around the area, which gave me a high level, and I ended up making our USA national squad for a brief time in 2007.
And now these athletes are just excited their sport will be on a world stage.
I consider it probably the hardest sport to play. You have to be able to sprint nonstop for 14 minutes, make tackles, get tackled, and be able to have the skills to pass the ball and know what's going on without getting mentally and physically exhausted.
In Norfolk, I'm Lucia for the Sports Wrap.